How is have I spoken about that meeting? First, have I spoken? To get have I spoken, let's first have I have spoken. How is that?
I have spoken.
Yes.
Olen puhunut.
Olen puhunut. And have I spoken? Where are you going to put the question ending? Have I spoken?
Into olen or?
Yes. So instead of having olen puhunut, what do you have?
Olenko.
Olenko. And what else?
Olenko minä?
Well, you could add it if you want. Have I spoken?
Olenko puhunut?
About that meeting. When you want to say about, what did Finnish want to express?
From.
Yes, from. In English, when you say, I read it in the newspaper, English usually wants to say where the action is taking place. Like, the information is in the newspaper. I read it in the newspaper. But Finnish wants to show where the action is coming to or where it's coming from. So, in Finnish you wouldn't say, I read it in the newspaper. In Finnish you would say, what would you say?
I read it from the newspaper.
Yes, I read it from the newspaper, so Finnish would show where you got the information. So the information traveled from the newspaper to your head. Similarly, if you were to say, of course, when now thinking what it could be.
For example, to like something.
Yes, to like. Similarly, if you say, I like cars, Finnish wants to show that the liking is coming from those things. So similarly, I see dreams. Let's say, I dream about you. Finnish wants to show where the dream is coming from. In Spanish, you will say, I dream with you. So maybe that's some old belief. In English, you will say, I dream about you. But in Finnish, it says, I dream from you, because it wants to say where the dream is coming from. In a sense, let's say, I saw you today, and I go to sleep, and then I dream about you. Of course, you were the trigger to my mind, so Finnish wants to show where the action is coming from or where it's going to, whereas English wants to show where it's happening. So how is have I spoken about that meeting? First, have I spoken?
Olenko puhunut?
Olenko puhunut? And about that. Is that close or far?
Far.
Far. So what word are we going to use to build it?
Se.
Se. So what is about that? Or from that? Or from it? Build it from the beginning.
Siitä.
Yes, siitä. It would be sistä or sestä, but the ABCDE changed to I, and Finnish didn't want to have two S's so close to each other with this particular word, siitä. And how would it be, have I spoken about that meeting? And now, what form does the word meeting have? About that meeting. Or what ending? That's better.
Sta.
Sta. Yes. You have from it, from meeting. So everything needs to agree with each other. So how is have I spoken about that meeting?
Olenko puhunut sitä tapaamista?
So now it became a salad. Now you had uncertain it and uncertain meeting. So let's build it from the beginning. What is meeting? The word meeting.
Tapaaminen.
Tapaaminen. With two A's, yes. And what is the first step that we always do when we want whatever ending version of an ABCD and ending words? What is the state?
Taking off the last syllable, like.
But with an ABCD end words. We're not talking about verbs, but we're talking about this specific ending word. Was it uncertain state or inside state, or what did we want?
Uncertain state. Certain state.
Yes, certain state. Because when we get the certain state, we get the S out of our mind. And we have to only deal with less information at the same time. How would it be meeting certain state?
Tapaamisen.
Tapaamisen. And what is telling that it's certain state?
Sen.
Not that entirely. One letter.
The I.
That is placeholder. What is after it?
N.
N. So like auto, auton, poika, pojan, we have the N for singular certain state. So what do we do to it to get any other form?
Taking off.
Yes, we take it off. And we are not talking about any endings yet. So what do we do to the placeholder?
Also we take off.
Yes, so what do we have left?
Tapamis. Tapaamis.
Tapaamis. And if you say from meeting, you want to add the STA ending. Can you just add it? Or do you need something else as well?
We need placeholder.
Yes. How would it be from meeting?
Tapaamisesta.
Tapaamisesta. And what would be the uncertain state of meeting? First, let's go to the beginning. What is the basic form of meeting?
Tapaaminen.
Tapaaminen. Certain state.
Tapaamisen.
Not two P's.
Tapaamisen.
Tapaamisen. And now take off the things that tell that it's the certain state. What do we have left?
Tapaamis.
Tapaamis. And now, if you want the uncertain state, we want to know what is the uncertain ending. What is the uncertain ending in any word?
A.
A. Or?
A with dots.
Yes. And we can see that tapaamis ends to a consonant. It's not ending to a vowel. So it's not like auto, autoa. We can just add the A there. What else do we add before the A?
We add E. Placeholder.
No, we have already vowels, so we're not adding it. But the reason why we are adding it is the same as we had three vowels together. It's the same letter that we add. If we had three vowels together and we needed to separate them, what is it?
T.
T, yes. So when a word ends to a consonant or we have three vowels together, we need to separate them, or in this case add T. How is the meeting uncertain state?
Tapaamiseta. We add T and A.
Yes. How is it?
Tapaamiseta.
But now you have something extra.
Tapaamista.
Tapaamista. And how would it be about that meeting? Think it step by step.
Uncertain.
When you say about that meeting, what state is it?
It's certain state.
About that meeting. Think about the word
That's
about. From. All of them need to agree about that meeting. So what is about that or from it?
Siitä.
Siitä with A with two dots. And about that meeting.
Siitä tapaamisesta.
Siitä tapaamisesta. And how would it be Have I spoken about that meeting?
Olenko puhunut siitä tapaamisesta?